Hello everybody, I got a 2016 Duramax here. Replaced EGR valves, EGR valve cooler, and then I gotta fix some of the wirings, and the truck came with a mess. So this is what truck came with to me. So previous owner was trying to repair it. He has a EGR code, emissions light, and that also has a countdown for the mileage. So what we're going to do is try to fix the EGR and the cooler, trace down the wires, make sure there's nothing cut, and replace them if there's any damaged wires. I also want to make sure the plug he replaced is connected with the correct wire. So from under the vehicle, we're gonna remove this sensor, and see that plug right there? It's another sensor back there. Disconnect that. Wire harness. You can see the harness plug right here. We're gonna unplug these two, and then we're gonna go back to the front flange. All right, so here's a 15mm socket with universal joint extension, and we got access to the front flange bolt here. All right, the one back there is going to be the hardest. So I just got the front bolts out. Now I'm going to come back here and remove these plugs right here. So to get this plug out, you're just going to pinch and pull. Where are you, buddy? Like that, out. And then the back connector, there's two lines you're going to pinch and pull. We're going to remove this guy. It's also from the top. Pinch and pull. This will remove the sensor back here. Another sensor is right here. So what we do is also we're gonna pinch on the plug and pull it out. This one sits on the mount bracket. Make sure you disconnect it. Otherwise, when you yank your exhaust down, it's gonna get stuck there. So this wire, you follow along, and it comes back here. We have to remove these bolts, unplug the main connector, and take this guy out. This is a 10mm here. We're gonna take the 10mm bolts out. So I got this removed. I'm gonna put it on the other side. And then on here, I got the bolts. I was trying to open them, none of them opened. They all broke. So I don't care because the new setup is coming with its own bolts. So I'm gonna take that out. Back here, so there are two hoses we need to disconnect here, and this will separate the unit from the body and from the rest of the exhaust completely. Here's the back unit out. Now we're gonna need to remove that one. I did remove the front flange. I took all the hangers out. There's a hanger connected by the transmission. So there is this hanger plate. So for me to take this setup out, I had to drop the transmission brace right there for the transmission mount, and then the exhaust pretty much fell off. Nice and easy. If I didn't take that off, there was no way to take it out. So brace. I left the one bolt in there. I removed all three, and it swing out like a hinge. And now I'm gonna install the new one back in, bolt it back up to that flange. Luckily none of the bolts broke, and install the exhaust back up. So the transmission side that has a hanger for the exhaust mounts one bolt here and one bolt at the back of the transmission. You're going to remove those, and the hanger comes out, and then that hanger mounts onto this part of the exhaust. So you're going to take that out. You already seen all the plugs that we need to remove, downpipe down here, and install your new one back in. Sorry about the video being quite messy. I don't have a lot of space to make the zoom in, so I did all my best. Hopefully this helps you with installing and replacing your Duramax's exhaust down here. If you're putting stock one back in, or either you're replacing an aftermarket one. To remove and install, the procedure is pretty much, in my opinion, it's the same. If anybody's been able to get away with taking the exhaust out without removing the T-bar, great, but this is what I needed to do. Thank you, take care.